My name's Phil Crook. I'm a third year furniture design student at Montfort University. The reason I'm here is because we've had a competition brief through from Ideal Homes, which was based on compact living. And my interpretation of that brief was to design a seating system that essentially gives you the extra seat you need when you need it, but not when you don't. So essentially, in a place where there's limited space, you don't always want to have extra seating out for guests, but at the same time you don't want to restrict the fact that you can't have guests there at all. So the idea was, although your space isn't limited, your social life doesn't have to be. Fortunately enough, I was a winner with the competition, and through Ideal Homes and through the PR company, I've been put in touch with Limplan, who have very kindly and very well done the upholstery for me, which I'm absolutely delighted with. In my usual style, I've tried to push the boundaries of what is achievable, and through that it has come up with certain challenges. It's quite a complex form. There's quite complex compound angles going on, which did take quite a lot figuring out to make sure those right. And as I explained earlier, on the workshop floor out there, slight adjustments in angles meant big changes in movement from left to right, from forward to back. So there was a lot of minor tweaking that had to be done, particularly on the ply around the back, which was something I was very keen to do, because it was a new way to look at sofa manufacturing. It was a way of cutting down some of the bulk of the sofa to compress some of the space, to again save more space when you're putting it into somewhere that doesn't have a lot of it. And because of that, and perhaps doing things that are slightly new and untested, it meant that as we went along, we certainly did come across some challenges. But thankfully, we managed to overcome those through lots of long hours and hard work. It meant that we could get past those, and I was able to bring along to Limplan the frame all correct, all right angles, all to size, and ready for them to do their thing. And they've done a brilliant job at it. I understand that it was quite a challenging piece to upholster, which I can totally understand, because it was quite a challenging piece to get to the stage to be upholstered. But I'm absolutely delighted, as I say, with the outcome, and it's clear that Limplan have got some very skilled upholsterers here who have done a very good job. I couldn't pinpoint, I don't think, any particular influence in terms of a certain style or a certain designer. A lot of the shape and the form is driven by its function. It works mostly on the fact of tessellating shapes, as the shape of the sofa underneath and the chairs on top are essentially the same, and like a puzzle fit into one another. So that did do a lot, and I wanted to experiment with angles because kind of having angles that angled out allowed for a smaller footprint on the ground, but gave you a bigger, more generous seat. So as I say, it's roughly about the same size as your average two-seater sofa, but you could. It's not too much of a stretch to actually try and squeeze 3 people on there, which was something I was really happy with. Now, I wanted to produce something of high quality, but it was all about someone with limited space. So I guess in mind what I kind of had was the scenario of a single person, or a couple maybe in their first home, or in a studio apartment or a flat, obviously with the limited space, but with a fairly active social life that wouldn't be uncommon for people to come round for a cup of coffee for dinner, or just to come and chill out, watch a DVD or something with them. So I guess it's kind of the young professional who, singles or couples that have a fairly small place, but at the same time, are popular and enjoy their social life. Obviously, the complexity of the design does limit somewhat its mass manufacturability, and although the technical side of things was a consideration, it wasn't one of the main considerations of the design. This was unusually for De Montfort quite a conceptual based piece. Now, I could see it, as the results have shown, it's come out so well that I could see it being quite a popular piece and a good solution for many people. I do, however, think it would need some more work, some more liaising with the manufacturer company to maybe tweak the design slightly, to develop it a little bit more, to make it that slightly more manufacturable piece. The ideal kind of path from now on would be through Ideal Homes, through my degree show at the end of my year, and through new designers. They're big opportunities for me to showcase what I'm about, my skills, my ability as a designer, and my final outcomes. I'm absolutely thrilled with the outcome. It has been long hours, a couple of sleepless nights, and a lot of hard graft, but I'm absolutely delighted with the result, and I think it's such a brilliant outcome in the end.